So what's up? How's it going today? In this video, we're going to look at how we can easily add thirds to a line. I've got a practice backing track, of course, at the end that you can try this stuff out on your own. But first, let's give it a quick listen of adding thirds, and then I'll show you how we can do it. So I've got a real simple line. It's just going down the major scale. So this example is in E major. So I'm just going right down right here. So, first of all, you just want to get that under your fingers. I'm just adding a certain rhythm, And I'm just going back up right before the end here and then down there. But we can do whatever we want with this. This is just, again, for the example of adding thirds. So we'll just do it without even that timing, that rhythm. And all you need to do is, a third is basically just the distance between an interval, if we don't know too. This is totally new to you. It's the distance between two notes, an interval. And it's what they call a third. And we can go above, we can go low. I'm feeling a little down today, so I'm thinking we're gonna go low. So we're gonna throw the third down below. And this is what, say, the brothers did all the time with their guitar lines, harmonizing, be often in thirds, fourths, fifths, different intervals, so different distances apart, but thirds more than anything else. So we're going to go below, and that means from this note, we're going to go right here. So this note is also from the E major scale, so we wouldn't be playing this, because, see how that sounds funny to our ears, at least right now, in this situation, because we're in this environment of hearing that. So that sticks out, which we may want to do. It's not like it's bad, certainly not, to play outside of the key. But in this case, we're going to keep it easy and stay, within the key. So this note is in the scale as well, in the key. And then we go here, it now changes to this shape. So it's 1 fret apart. So 2 frets, then 1 fret. Because if we did 2 frets, that would be that note again that we don't want. So same shape there. And then we could keep going down the same strings, but I want to keep it in the same area over here. And then here, now these strings are different because they're tuned differently. So this shape is the same. It actually sounds like this shape though. And then here is going to be like this shape over here because of the tuning. And rather than just go exactly down it, I change it up. So we're going... keep it going down here. So why would I do that? Well, one, I want to change the pattern so we're not just going exactly down the scale, but here, just to make it a little more interesting. And then here, instead of playing it here, I just like the sound of these strings a little bit, keeping it on the same string so the tone is kind of the same, and keeps the volume kind of more even, and just, so I like to do things like that. And then the reason for adding this right here, this is a fourth. This is a different interval. But if we ended what would be the third below, it would be like that. It's like, sounds great, but it doesn't sound as complete. I wanted the line to sound like it was finished. So the lesson there is that as much as it's great to add intervals like this, play a third below, above, you can do 6, whatever, it doesn't have to be always there. Like when I first learned a lot of this stuff with intervals, I would always try to make it kind of like perfect and like following it exact, and neglecting the fact that it sometimes didn't always sound right for some situations. So here, you just gotta change to that, because that makes it sound like it's like a power chord there, part of this chord, and it makes it sound more finished than that, But you may want to do that. It's up to you. So keep that in mind. Sometimes you gotta just modify it to fit the chords and things. And it's a whole other topic of, getting into the details of how to do that. But I'm sure I'll make endless videos on this stuff. I love this stuff. It's a big part of my own playing, is using intervals and all types of shapes in the guitar. So I'll get all into that stuff at some point. But it's just going over an E major chord, technically an E major 7 like this. So this is why the E major scale works real nice over it. But you've got it all right there. So practice with the track. I've got the chart above so you can see. We're just going to connect. It's a little hard to see that we're doing those 2 strings at a time. Could have tabbed it out, but I like to see the chart like that visual. So just think when you're doing the thirds, you're doing those 2 strings. So the highest note, the next highest note on that string, then those 2, and so on. So mess around with that, get that under your fingers, get it in your ears, have fun with it, make it your own, and I'll see you in the next video.